used to want me. I'm gonna let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you?
Hello, everybody. I decided that I wanted to kind of go into detail about something that I really love. And this is going to be a departure from things that I've talked about in the past. And I want to kind of make this maybe into a series, a little mini-series. Last year, I went on my first gay cruise. And I had so much fun that immediately booked the cruise for this upcoming February. And I am such a planner that I am a mod on a group in Facebook for this cruise. I am an avid participator in the forums for this cruise. I am constantly reaching out to the group that charters the boat, charters the cruise line. I should not call it a boat, it's a cruise line. And am constantly in feedback between the cruisers and the cruise line and the charter company. And I love planning when it comes to vacations. And last year I was so happy doing this that I created a binder with my itinerary. I'm in transition now of recreating the binder, so it's blah, it's boring. But I have to create the insert. I had an insert. I have the insert here. You know, this was my little insert, little plug for RSVP Cruises and RSVP Vacations. They're an amazing company. They are a sister company to Atlantis Cruises. If you take Atlantis Cruises, the RSVP kind of caters to an older, more affluent clientele. So last year we went on the 2017 Caribbean cruise, February 5th through the 12th. We were on the MS Koningsdam, and this February is going to be on the MS Koningsdam again. Amazing ship. It was the first time that this particular ship took this cruise, and so it's a new ship. And the cruise was amazing. I had a blast and looking forward to it again this year. So just to give you a little idea of what was in my binder, I printed out and had my little tabbed items, had my cruise guide, port maps, cruise itinerary, shore excursions, pertinent information about me, pertinent information about my husband, paperwork for the hotel reservations before our cruise, the car reservation information, and the parking reservation information for the port in Fort Lauderdale. So each tab had its own little space. I will have that same layout again in this binder for this year. And it was absolutely amazing. I love doing it. I'll do the exact same thing this year. I'm in the process of setting that up right now. So it's just so much fun for me to do this. So that's one of the things that I do in preparation for my cruise. And I get everything in this binder so that it's all laid out for us and ready to go. You know, with only a few months to go, I feel like I'm a little behind because I feel like I already had this binder pretty much laid out at this time last year. But, you know, I'm kind of at the mercy of the cruise company, RSVP, and they had some turnaround in their crew. So, shout out to Randall, who was the VP of marketing, who did everything for us last year. And he stepped down and went off to other ventures. And the new gentleman is Jim Crone. I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But Jim is, you know, getting acclimated and trying to fill those wonderful shoes that Randall so wonderfully filled. And so, you know, I've been in contact with him trying to get all this information put into my binder, and also dispersing that information to the chat groups that I'm working with and the Facebook group that I'm working with. So it's just amazing fun for me to do this. So I want to kind of just start this by saying that I'm going to do a couple of these videos as we get closer to cruise time, just to show you what I do in preparation for cruises. This being the first one, I wanted to show you that what I did with this binder, and I think everybody should have something similar to this. You know, you don't have to have a binder that you put everything into, but you know, what I did put in here that I think everybody should have is copies of your driver's license and copies of your passports, because those are the most pertinent pieces of information that if your other stuff gets lost, you'll have copies of them. I took it a step further and also made copies of the credit cards that I took along with me, so that if they got stolen while we were on our shore excursions, I had copies of them so that I could call the credit card companies and let them know that they were lost and or stolen. So I've gotten a couple new cards, so I'll have to redo those. And then I did the same thing for my husband. You know, I copied his passport and his driver's license and his credit cards that he took with him. And then I also think it's, you know, good practice to be prepared for if you're taking shore excursions, to have them all in one place, because whenever you take a shore excursion, you need to have your documents ready for the shore excursions, because usually you have to have at least some sort of paperwork saying you paid for them and you're ready to go. We haven't had any release yet for our shore excursions. Those usually come about 1 to 2 months out, so they should be releasing that information shortly. As soon as we get that information, I'll probably book a few. We're only going to 3 ports, so I might not do all 3. I might just do 2 and have one of those as just a casual day at the beach. But yeah, as we get closer, I'll probably do another video or 2 of what we do for packing and what to take with us. But I wanted to get this series kicked off and kind of give you guys a heads up of how I get things rolling. And maybe I'll even do a video of how I book things for cruises and how I even get connected to these charter companies. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you did, give us a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see in the next video. Thanks.